What's up, book besties? Welcome to another episode of She's All Books, where we dive into the raddest reads that will totally blow your mind. Grab your favorite drink, kick back, and let's chat all things books. Because life's too short for boring stories. Ready? Let's get this book party started. All right, book besties, welcome back to another episode of She's All Books. And today's guest is serious royalty. We're diving into Zaish, the Crowned Prince, Book 2 by Mary C. Kim, a book that brings all the heart, heartbreak, and high-stakes royal drama that we crave. The sequel cranks up the spice to an 11 and delivers everything from fake marriage, tension, forbidden feelings, and brother's ex-girlfriend drama to full-on palace betrayal. Tropes include fake marriage, brother's ex-girlfriend, royal romance, and more. If book 1 was the slow burn, book 2 comes in blazing. So get ready to clutch your pearls and dive into the storm with us as we talk all things the brilliant Mary C. Kim. Thank you so much for joining me, Mary. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm doing good. I appreciate it. I have so many questions for you, all about Zaish, all about Ioka, and I can't wait to dive in. And since you are a new to me author, I had not heard of you before now, and I'm so excited that I now have found your books. I also have a lot of questions about you as an author. So I'm ready to dive in. For folks who are watching that have never tuned into the podcast before, I use fun season nostalgia games that have bookish twists to them. And so we're going to go ahead and dive in. Are you ready, Mary?
Yes, I'm ready. Ready.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so I have my handy dandy paper fortune teller with me, and I'm not sure if you've ever used one of these before, but I will guide you through the process. It's very, very easy, not scary at all. But this guides our question. So on the outside, we have 4 colors: pink, purple, green, or orange. You'll get to pick which color, and then inside there's numbers.
Okay. So I will pick the pink because it's my daughter's favorite color. So I'm going.
Awesome. All right, pink. P-I-N-K. And your number options are 3, 4, 7, or 8.
4.
All right. Question number 4 is all about a vibe check. So, for folks who have never heard of this book before and they're going to definitely add it to their TBR and read it, can you describe Zaish, the Crowned Prince, Book 2, in just 3 words?
Okay, in 3 words, Zaish the Crown Prince Book 2, it's hard to find 3 words. Zaish is possessive. He is a man who is protective as well and problem solving. So possessive because when he met Ayoka and find out that she was his brother ex-girlfriend, he was like, I'm attracted to this girl. I want her, but I'm pissed that she was in love with someone else like him before me. And even in the book, he said, you have no past. I'm your past. So he is so possessive and protective because whenever he found out what was bothering Ayoka, what was her insecurities, he just was there to protect her, to make sure nothing happened to her. And then same thing in the same spirit, he wanted to solve all her problems. So those 3 words are for Ayoka, for Zaish.
And he is the main male character that we all crave. Like you said, he is protective, he is possessive, he is everything you want with a male main character when you're reading these books. So I absolutely adored him. And I know that all of my audience members will absolutely love him. All right, so let's go ahead, and before we jump into the royal drama piece of this book, I'd love to hear about your author origin stories. Like, how did you get started writing books?
Okay, so since I was a little, like a child, I always loved like reading. I had my own library at home and I didn't want people to touch my books. So I was a big fan of reading. And then I just started, when you are reading, there is one step to writing, right? So I started writing when I was a little, like back in my home country in Republic of Congo. But at that time, I was not like, I didn't have all the encouragement needed to lead me to someone to be an author at that time. In fact, the culture back then was you can be an author only if if you have some literal background, like studies. And I was more a scientist girl. So whenever I was finding I was not that good at literature and everything, I just like left that dream. But I still wanted to read and everything. And then when I was like more grown up, I just started again, like writing few things. I started my first book actually was a fan fiction, The Proposal of Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. And I have just tasted the water like that with something that existed. And if I can change the story to my own, like if I can do it on my own story. And this is actually how I brought that story to Nigeria, to the royalties. And this is actually how all the royalties universe was born. And then here I am after a few years.
I love that, and also I love the movie The Proposal. You just reminded me of that movie, so now I'm gonna have to go rewatch it. Alright, so this sequel, like, mixing words up, this sequel brings the spice. So what like, how did you know you wanted to bring full spice into this book, and how did you balance that with all the emotional pieces of the book as well?
Okay, I like reading spice and I like writing what I like reading. So that was not a question for me. Was sure I was going to write some spice scenarios because I like it. But at the same time, I really like a book with a strong storyline where actually you come and have a journey with the main characters, like just see from where they went to where they just came up. And this is why actually you will find in book two there is a lot of, first of all, in book one it's all the build up, so all the emotion, all the attraction, how people actually, how both of them go from enemies to someone who was people was attracted to each other. And in book two we have all the spice, but we still have a lot of like strong emotion thing because there is a lot of plot like twist coming there. And those are some events that going to shatter, like they will be struggling with all this and they will need each other. So I have took that opportunity to strengthen, like to deepen the emotion and everything, because for me it's really important. So yeah, the balance is there because I love spice, but I also love a strong storyline with emotions.
Love it. I think that the book balances those emotions, that the build up, the plot with the spice so perfectly. So I know that people are going to eat that up. I just also want to plug that this book releases August 10th. So I meant to mention that at the beginning. So when this is airing, then it's already going to be out and folks can go ahead and grab it and snatch it up and read book 1 and 2. All right. So speaking of Zaish, he starts off pretty reluctant, I would say, and he ends up claiming the crown like a man on fire, and he was very confident by the end and all in. What was your approach like when you wrote his character arc, like how he developed through the book?
Okay, Ziyech was a fun character to develop because I wanted him to be an opposite of what is expected of a prince. So Ziyech is the the prince who is not really a prince by appearance or even in his mindset. So he grew up not feeling like he's a prince because he was rejected. In book one, you can see he was rejected since he was a child because he was born from a concubine and his brother was born from the queen. So since he was not feeling like he was part of the royalty, he was completely different. Like he was just a normal person actually, and he was not like thinking of claiming his position as a crown prince. But it's when he met Ayoka, who is a princess of Shaki, and Ayoka was so committed to her kingdom. She was doing so much things. And when he met Ayoka, and Ayoka told him, "You are not like, you're not my type. You're not at my level." And he was like, "I want to be at her level." So he started actually to be more involved in the royalties activities because he wanted actually Ayoka to be proud of him, and just caught up on that thing, that journey. He started actually to understand why he needed to be more involved for his people, for everything. So this is the whole journey actually. He started like someone who didn't actually want the crown, and then met someone who make him want to be involved into the royalties activities, until things happened and he was like, okay, now I want this crown because I want to be the future king. I want my wife to be proud of me, and my mother as well. So yeah, we had from the beginning to the end a completely different person.
I am so glad you mentioned Ayoka because my next question for you is all about her. She is loyal, she's fierce, she is not afraid to stand her ground. What was your favorite thing about writing Ayoka?
So my favorite thing about writing Ayoka was her fears. The fact that she was committed to her royal duties, to her princess duties, not only because she needed to do things, it was because she was sensitive. She has a social empathy. She was like, she wanted to help people. So she was someone who's going to do some fundraising just to get money and have some activities for children and everything. That was her actually, because she was kind in the heart. So that was the biggest thing I really love about Ayoka. And she was just going, if she has something to do for people, for the children, she will doing it no matter what. And so that was something really interesting about her.
Let's talk about those tropes in this book. So, in this book, you tackled fake marriage, brother's ex, royal betrayal, like a pro. Were any of those tropes more fun, like especially fun for you to write? Like you had the most fun writing those tropes? What was your favorite trope?
My favorite trope for sure is fake marriage. I love actually having people who claim that they don't like each other being caught in some relationship and see how actually they move from that "we don't like each other, I can stand you" to "I love you forever." I really like that trope. So this is actually why I wrote this book, to put that trope there and see how those two people who were pissed of each other when they met to just like give in. And yeah, that's the best trope for me.
I love that. And I want to know, that just made me think about this question. This isn't a question that I had prepared for you. What is your favorite trope to read? I know you like fake marriage, but when you're going to grab a book to read that you've never read before, what are you looking for when you want to read a book?
Well, fake trope ever, I will say enemy to lovers. I love enemies to lovers. Yeah, and from enemies to lovers, you have other tropes coming after. Enemies to lovers is the best. I really like people who just say, okay, we don't like each other, I can't stand you, and then finally, I cannot live without you. It just, yeah, that's my favorite trope.
It's all that angst and the buildup and like the tension between them. It's addicting and it's such a fun read.
Yes, exactly. I love actually how the relationship it build up from the ground, from "I don't like you, but I don't want something to happen to you, but and finally I'm too attractive. I need to give in." All that. Oh my God, I love it.
I love it too. It is such a great trope. All right, what is something that you hope readers feel when they finish this book? So how do you hope they feel after reading it?
After reading this book, there is something important to me. When I was writing this book, it was that everyone can have some deep insecurities that's keeping us from doing what we really want to do. And that's the main, for me, it's the main message in this book, because Ayoka has a big insecurities because she went through two heartbreaks, and because of that, she was not confident about herself. So it was not easy for her just to give in to the attraction, to the love she had for Ziyech. And Ziyech at the same time was also insecure because he was rejected since he was a child. So he was not confident about being actually someone else can love. So he was thinking he was not worthy of love. So both of them was insecure, but they loved each other. And because of that insecurity, because of that fear, they lost a little bit more time before just giving in, telling each other that I love you, because they were afraid that the other one was not going to share the same feeling and end up losing actually the connection, the little connection they have. So yeah, for me, that's the main message of the book.
I love that. I love that message so much. And I'm dying to know, are you somebody who plots out and plans out your book very carefully before you even start writing? Or are you somebody who just sits down and writes and it's just wherever the characters take you? Like, what is your preference for writing?
Well, end. So I need that, otherwise I will be completely stuck. And then when I have that, then I can start cutting it. But usually I just have big events, big parts, and then I start writing. And when I write, actually small thing can come up. So yeah, I'm, let's say, both.
Yeah, yeah. So you're a mix between a plotter and a pantser. You're a plantser. All right. So now I have a game to play with you, and it's a nostalgic 90s game that is going to have an author or a bookish twist to it. And it's called Never Have I Ever. So, this game, you'll hold up 5 fingers, and instead of us going back and forth, because that could be kind of tricky, I'm just going to ask you the never have I evers. And if you have done them, you'll put a finger down. I'm going to try to knock all of your fingers down. I'm not very good at that, but it's my goal. So I'll read a statement. And if you have done it, you'll put a finger down. But if you haven't, you'll leave your fingers up.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
The first one is never have I ever killed off a character and instantly regretted it. Oh my goodness. Never have I ever, and if you're driving and listening to this podcast episode, she put a finger down, so just be aware. Never have I ever rewritten an entire chapter after midnight. That makes me wonder, do you write, are you a nighttime writer, a morning writer, an anytime writer?
I'm more actually, I need silence. I need to write. When I write, I need silence. To have the complete silence at home, it will be at night when everyone is sleeping, or since I work at home, when my daughter is at school and my husband at work, then I can write. So it can be in the morning or in the day or in the night. But if they are home, that's sure it will be night.
I love that. So if you're driving and just listening to this and not watching the video, she did put down another finger. So has rewritten an entire chapter after midnight. All right, next one. Never have I ever been tempted to use a real life ex as a villain.
No, no.
I mean, I love it if you do. It can give you something for the next book, but I did not get a finger down that time. So she has not used an ex as a villain in a story. I love it. Never have I ever wrote a steamy scene and blushed while writing it.
Well, I'm not sure if I really blushed. Well, I will say yes. Actually, when I write a scenario, I need to feel what I wrote. If I don't feel it, that's me. It was not good. So let's say if I didn't blush, that means it was not good.
I love it. Never have I ever Googled how to marry a fake prince or how to fake marry a prince for research.
No.
Do you have interesting Google searches? Like when you're writing your books, do you have to Google a lot of things and look it up to see a different research for pieces of your book?
I do, because as I say, my universe is a royal universe. in Nigeria, and I'm not Nigerian. I'm from Republic of Congo, so I need to learn everything. I need to learn the language. I need to learn how things works there. And even though I create my own, like my own universe with my own rules, I still need to go in the root and yeah, find something. So yeah, I Google a lot.
I love that. So it's educational. All right. I have a last one. So I didn't win. You have two fingers up for folks who are not watching this and you're just listening. So I didn't win. Mary still has two fingers up. I got three fingers down. But thank you so much for playing that fun game with me. I appreciate it.
Great.
All right. So now I have another question, and then I'm going to play the last game with you. This question is for new readers who are hearing about you for the first time and they're so excited to read your books. Where should they start?
Well, where in term of where they can find the book or
Yep.
okay, so my book are available on Amazon, so you can find it the ebook on Amazon on Kindle Unlimited, or yeah, or you can buy it directly. And you also have paperback there. I'm still working on having physical copy, signed physical copy, and be shipping them from here from my site. So I'm working on the website and all the system to have some boxes and everything. So from now it's not available, but I'm working hard on it. But you can still get physical copy and ebook on Amazon.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. So now we are at the last part of this interview where we are going to play a nostalgic game of MASH to plot your next bestseller. So I'm not sure, Mary, did you play MASH ever growing up?
No.
All right, so I'll give like a little bit of a backstory because a lot of the authors who come on here have never played MASH before. So MASH was just a fun game that we would play growing up, like in elementary school, like primary school, where we would plot out or like dream up our dream future. So, like usually you'd pick like the boys you're crushing on and like the really nice job and like doctor and what car you would drive and like all the silly things, but you're like in third grade, so it's all silly. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play that game, but we are going to plot your next book for you, just the bare bones of it. So, we're going to put a bookish twist on it. So, for every category, you're going to pick two in each category, and I'll explain that as we go. And I'll pick the third one, and then we're gonna do a little game at the end to see what the next plot will be. So it'll all work out like magic. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Perfect.
Okay, and MASH stands for mansion, apartment, shack, or house. Almost lost my pen. And so I'm going to write that at the top. And our first category is going to be the male main character's name. So you'll pick two names, and usually it's fun if like it's not a character you've already written, like Zaish, but you can do whatever you want.
Okay, let's go. So I need to pick myself. Okay. Is it something a book I already have in my head or in okay.
It can,
Okay.
can be.
Okay, so next character will be Nolan.
All right, and
All
you have to
right,
give
you
us
have to give us
one more name.
And the same name of the same character or another character? Another name.
Another character.
Okay, let's say Silas.
All right, Silas, and we have Nolan, and then I will pick the third one, and I'm going to pick, oh geez, a random name. I'm going to say Carter. I have no idea where that came from. All right, so Carter. And next is going to be two female main character names. So you'll get to give me two female main characters.
Okay, so I'm going to take Lena and Aquisha.
All right, and I'm going to say Mary. I'm going to put Mary as mine. All right, and the next category is male main character's job.
Okay, teacher will be teacher, like elementary teacher. And I need to give two.
Yes.
And special agent.
All right, I'm gonna say dentist.
Yeah.
So, like, growing up, when we would play this, like, if you're the one playing, like, right now, and you're picking, like, all the fun things that you want, the person you would be playing with would be like putting like your enemy at school, like the person you can't stand and like trying to make it like all silly and to ruin your perfect ideal future. And so I'm not quite doing that, but mine are not as fun as yours. All right, so female main character's career.
So female writer, and nurse.
All right, I'm gonna say let's do a clothing designer.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Okay.
Okay, and this one is going to be number of kids, so you get to pick 2 numbers of how many kids there will be.
Okay. Let's say 2 and 3.
All right. I'm gonna say 1. This last or not last, this next category is location. So where would this story take place?
Okay. Chicago, Detroit.
I love it. I'm gonna say Washington, DC. Okay, and the last category is tropes. So you get to pick 2 tropes, and I'll pick the 3rd trope.
Okay. For the trope, huh, I'm looking for the trope. It's not an enemy to lovers this time. It's not that. I didn't think about the trope yet. Do you have an idea? Go for the trope first, and then I will pick just after.
Sure. I will say second chance romance.
Second chance. Well, mine will be more well, I don't know how to qualify that trope actually. I have an idea of book already and I don't know in which trope is going. The only one thing I know is erotic, but actually which trope I don't know. She's a single mom.
Ooh, that's a trope. That's a great trope.
Oh, okay. Single mom. And oh yeah, the trope is this one is parents and teacher. Like yes, parent teacher.
I love that. All right, so now we're at the part where I am going to draw a spiral and you're going to tell me when to stop. And that's going to tell me how many I count and slash until there's only one left in each column category, which is our plot. So I'm going to start spiraling and you'll just say when I need to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Thank you. It's harder than it looks. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so every 4th one I'm gonna scratch off until we have one left. While I'm doing this, if there's anything that you can share with the audience, anything about you, about your books, where they can follow you, go ahead and share those things. Anything we didn't get to talk about with this book, you're welcome to use this time. It's all yours, and then I'll let you know when I'm done.
Yeah, so I'm so happy to share my my little journey to share my book. So I'm a French writer and French speaker, and I'm just doing my first step into the English community. So the first book I have done for the English community is to translate my last book in French, which is Siège the Crown Prince. Actually, Siège in French is the 3rd book of a series, but I wanted to come up with something into the English community just to test the water. If people like it, maybe I will go back to translate the other books as well. And you can find me, you can follow me on Instagram, Mary C. Kim author. Same thing also on TikTok. I'm still working on my website, so it will be available also in a couple of months. And yeah, that's the main thing. And I'm Canadian.
Oops. Awesome. All right. So thank you for sharing all of that. If you're watching this, I'm going to make sure that all of Mary's links are in the bio or in the caption of this recording so that you can quickly just click and connect with Mary, follow her on social media, get her books, all of the things. All those links will be in the caption. So you just scroll down and follow along and make sure that you grab a copy. All right. So I have our plot. I can go ahead and promise you that this is not the book you're writing, but this could be a future book that you write. You never know. All right. So for our mashed results, we have Nolan, which probably is not the same Nolan. We have Mary. Nolan is a dentist. Mary is a nurse. There's 3 kids. They are living in Washington, D.C. The trope is second chance romance, and somebody lives in a house. So that is this plot.
Well, I can have a couple of ideas about that. So you say Nolan is a dentist and Mary is a nurse. Well, I have a future book with a nurse, so but I'm already like thinking of, well, nurse dentist, they can work together actually. So and they're going to lose a house, you say at the end?
Yeah. There's
Someone is
somebody
going
lives in a house.
Okay. Yeah. I can it's something I can do. I have never written second chances, but yeah, why not? I think
It's sounding like a workplace romance. Second, yeah, it sounds like it could be. I would read it. I would read it in a heartbeat. So there we go. Well, thank you so much, Mary, for playing all my silly games, letting us get to know you at a deeper level. I'm so excited that you're translating these books into English so that we are able to read them. And also, I cannot wait to see what books you write next. I'm already intrigued over this parent teacher book, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But thank you so much for joining me. And like I mentioned, all of your captions and or all of your links will be in the caption of this episode. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
yes, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so happy to share for sharing my journey, sharing everything I have done until now. For the next step, yeah, there's that story about a teacher I have already written. It's a little erotic novella that will be released just after Ziesh. So yeah, and I have written it in English directly. So I hope you will enjoy it, and I can't wait. And thank you so much again for inviting me and for following me on this journey. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I appreciate all your patience with the tech issues we had today. And Book Besties, make sure that you are following this podcast, liking it, following Mary on her profiles and all of her different social medias so that you can follow her along for the ride. And I hope you come back on and chat with me again next time and we can talk all things about your next releases because I cannot wait to see what else you have in store. So thank you so much for joining. And until next time, Book Besties, have a wonderful day. Bye. All right, Book Besties, that's a wrap on this totally rad episode of She's All Books. If you're digging this vibe, don't be a square. Smash that subscribe button faster than you can say as if. Want to keep the convo going? Hit me up on social media at She's All Books. Drop a comment, share your fave book, or tell me what you want to hear next. I'm all ears. And hey, if you thought this episode was all that, spread the word. Tell your besties, your mom, even that cute barista at the local coffee shop. The more, the merrier. Stay tuned for the next episode, dropping Mondays at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a blast. Until then, keep it real and keep on reading. See ya.